Hello there, welcome to Johnny Builds. I am your host, Johnny, and thanks, Dusty, for tuning in. And yeah, check out the poll question. It's just, something fun. Whoops, I have this pulled back a little bit. There we go. So this is what we're doing tonight. We are actually doing a fun little Rebrickable build of the bonsai tree. This, as you can see, it hasn't even been opened yet. This is something I got new because I wanted to do this build from a while ago whenever I first saw Ben do it, because it'll go good with the rest of the Lord of the Rings stuff that I have, and will fit perfectly with LibraryCon. So this is going to be Treebeard from Lord of the Rings, but he's made out of the bonsai tree set, and it's actually everything in the bonsai tree set except for potentially 4 pieces. They're all the same piece. They're 2x2 flat black like this. Depending on if you have version 1 or version 2 of this set. So earlier versions, I guess, don't have this for whatever reason. So I have a couple extras if I need them. They're not really necessary. They kind of hide kind of in the background, so you don't really need them, but I have extras. So, but again, thank you, Dusty, for tuning in. Sorry you can't stick around, but that's okay. You can always look later. But yay, for everyone else that's here, we're going to get started on this. Let me get my timer ready. As you can see, Treebeard is up in the top left, and that will be the instructions. That is the wrong thing that I wanted to hit. I'm going to hit my timer. There we go. So, we're going to get started on this. Let me get my knifeys, and then we will go. There we go. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Boom. We're going to see how long this takes. It shouldn't take too long. This set is 878 pieces. I don't know if we use every single piece from the bonsai tree for doing Treebeard. I didn't check. So we'll just see how long it takes. So let's empty all the bags, because again, this is not the set we are going to do. We're going to do Treebeard. Oop, there's still stuck bag in there. There we go. Bag 3. Oh, that looks interesting. That's all our little 1x1 circlets, which are supposed to go kind of in the bottom of the bonsai tree. But we are not going to be doing that, so away that goes. I'm actually going to use the tray table here to have some of the pieces. That way I can spread them all out, because I don't know, there's no, we don't have orders of bags here with doing a Rebrickable set, and it's probably not done that way anyway, So we are going to empty this out. And it's going to be an interesting one because you have to search for the pieces, so yeah. Anyway, as Dusty had said, hit that like button. Really appreciate it. We've got some leaves and stuff. We're going to do those down here. Again, there may be some pieces in here we use throughout the build, but we're going to do this down here. I'm going to try to get 2 bags down here, because we actually do build, so just like the bonsai tree has a platform, he has a platform too he's standing on, which should be kind of neat. Make sure we don't lose any of those. A lot of small little pieces. Let's see, move that over. So the fun part will be looking around at all the pieces and trying to find the ones we need. I have a feeling all these black pieces are going to be part of the stand, so to speak, and so I'll have them up here as part of the start. All right, that's 3 bags down. Now, we probably do not need this, because this is like the different leaves, but we may need some of the snot bricking and stuff that's in there. I don't know. So I'm not going to open this one yet. I think we'll leave it back here for now and go with what we have and see from there. we do need it, then, you know, obviously I'll open it, but we'll see how it goes. All right. So this is probably what we're going to start with. Mostly is black pieces, so that's what we'll do here. Put this here. And I see some of those 2x2s that I was talking about, so this must be a version 2. I bought this not too long ago, only like a month or so ago. So I'm betting, there we go, see those 2x2s are in there. I'm betting this is a version 2. They do change things. They have different versions of the same set. They did that with the X-Wing, the UCS X-Wing from a couple years ago, because the stand did not come with the pieces it needed to block the to keep the X-Wing from falling down on it. So, all right, now this is going to be interesting. This is all those little tile pieces. I have to be very careful how I do. In fact, I'm going to separate them because they are different colors. There's 4 different colors here. Stay flat. We don't want you rolling away. Stay flat. Okay. There we go. And then these ones. Hi, Pixie. My cat is on my chair. Right, and then these ones. So this is all brand new. Ooh, don't roll away. Don't roll away. There we go. All right. So let us do this. We'll get started. Like I said, Treebeard is, I have the instructions up for him. So I have it off to the left so I can, as I scroll down. So that's what he looks like. And this is the this is Vanestream's build, alternate build. He even talks about the fact that like they had these extra pieces that are in here that it needs if you have version 2. But we're gonna get started right now with this. So yeah, it looks like we are starting with everything that is the stand. And that's what we'll do is we'll go from there. So I'll move this over a little bit on my screen so I can see everything. So there we go. So how is everyone tonight? Good to see you. See, we're already taken from other, because the original stand isn't using these. How's everyone tonight? Hope you had a chance to vote on the poll. Curious to see what people say as far as like a vacation destination. Right now, everybody is saying mountains or cabin. However many people voted, so that's pretty cool. That's kind of what I would choose unless I did a staycation. I kind of like staying home sometimes. So. Yeah. So how's everyone tonight? What'd you have for dinner? It's always the pressing question. I had a chicken salad, chicken spinach salad. That was really tasty. All right, so let's see. Alright, so we do have these pieces, these little corners. That just barely fits on there. It's just kind of on the edge. Kind of interesting. Those are tile pieces. I'm not going to need those yet. Should be one more of these interesting corner pieces. There it is. Flip it over and start using some of these pieces. These tile pieces, some longer ones here first. It's kind of neat that they have a little stand for him, so it, you know, he doesn't fall over, and you can kind of pose him a bit. So yeah, Ben did this first, and I was like, ooh, that's cool looking. So definitely needed to do it myself. So. It uses every single piece from this, so it doesn't necessarily use every single piece, but it does use, like you don't have to use extra pieces from anything else. So, it's kind of nice whenever they do a set like that. Okay, let's put this down. All right, so he even defines here, he says light nougat, so light nougat is these ones. We need to put this down. right there. Right there. We use the light nougat. Doing just the light nougat, which is kind of nice. That's a nice way to do the instructions, is say, hey, just light nougat, so you don't get confused as to which ones you're at or whatever. You just pop them on. Good way to define the color. This is my very first Rebrickable set, so it'll be kind of neat to see to what extent we go. All right, so it has, okay, it has one of these. So I did, like I said, I didn't open this yet. I know it has one of those in there, but so far so good. So I'm not opening that one unless I absolutely have to. 'Cause otherwise, hey Vab, how you doing tonight? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in, as always. Working on Treebeard. I always like going south. It's like going downhill. Treebeard is cool. Well, that's good. Good to hear it. Yeah, I know to which you refer. We'll just leave it at that. Okay. Ooh, and okay, so this one is one of these dark colors. They didn't define it, they just say here it is. And we need a bunch of these. We're starting to use these already. That's kind of cool, these green pieces here. Should be everything, there we go. All right, a lot more of these tile pieces because we just flatten everything out and cover everything. Oh, we got ocean and beach now in. All right, so now it's like 50-50. 50-50, ocean, beach, and mountains. And like, you know, like I've said before, if I could vote, but I can't vote on my own poll as myself. It's kind of funny how they do that. 8 of those, good. Looks good. It's different doing a Rebrickable, that's for sure. Okay, so we got both nougat, olive green, and dark tan. So let's do dark tan. Oh, green, stay over there. Let's do these dark tan. There's 4 of them. Dark tan. Over here, and then one over here. Okay. Medium nougat. Oh, wait. This is light nougat. Medium nougat. There's 2 of those. And then 4 of the olive green. Okay. It's like making little little forest patches on the ground. All right. So we need, and again, this is where the interesting part comes in because I have to search for the pieces I need because they are not in order of bags. Got that, and another tile piece goes over here, right like that. Okay, big long slant goes there. Little plant. I think he's, I mean, I've like I said, I've seen Ben's creation of this, so it'll be kind of cool to. Okay, a little bit of a arc to that, and that's it for that step. Oh, now we're gonna put on the border, so this will be nice. So we're gonna do 2 of these at the same time. Let's put these over here. I don't think there's anything special about these because there's no, we don't put any labeling on them. Does the cabin in the mountains have a lake? That is up to your interpretation. Because here's the thing. So I said ocean beach. So typically that's, I mean, like, yeah, lakes can have beaches, but that's not typically what you consider a beach. So I would say the lake or the cabin can definitely have a lake. Ooh, do I have to go? Oh, I gotta go higher. This goes higher. Up. So yes, the cabin can have a lake. That's up to you. But like beach is typically going to be ocean. So ocean, beach, or like, you know, a sea, like, you know, the Mediterranean Sea would have beaches, you know, that kind of thing. So that's gonna, whoops, I don't think I need to do that. It doesn't say 2 times. Oops. Oh well. So yeah, that's up to you. If your version of a cabin has a lake, then it has a lake. So. You notice it says cabin in the woods, woo. Okay, so this is the first place where it says, hey, if you have version 2, you will have these pieces that go with it. Which I do have version 2, so there we go. Not that it's absolutely necessary to have those, but and this goes here. There we go. And then we're doing the back. Now I put this on the wrong thing. Hopefully I don't break this. There we go. Came off nice. Good. Cabin in the woods. Woo. Probably not. I don't know how many people know that there actually exists in the world. There is I don't know if it was on Broadway or not, but they made a play for Evil Dead. They made a musical, not a play, a musical. And that was one of the songs is Cabin in the Woods. And they go, woo, so that's why I put that in there. So, Cabin in the Woods, woo. Funny to think of a musical for Evil Dead, but hey, you know, that's what they did. All right, let's do our little, we're doing a little mini tree here. So let's see, it goes this way, and then this way. And then continue up that way. And we put that right in the middle. There we go. Oh, that looks cool. I like how that goes together. I want to double check and make sure I don't have anything that I'm missing. Like right here, there's an opening right there. Just to double check. Nope, that's open. Okay, good. Do 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 do. All right. My guess is I do not need to open this other bag that's over here, but that possibility still may exist, so we will see. And this will be one of the places where we find that out, because a lot of green here, but I'm looking for a very specific brown piece. Handlebars, and they may only be in this thing. There they are. So I am going to have to open this. Now I may not have, I don't think I have to open the leaves, and oh my word, my wife will be very happy. Look at all those frogs. So many pink frogs. My wife will be very happy with that. So I don't need to open those, I don't think. I'll leave those back there. Because I don't think Treebeard needs frogs jumping on him, but maybe he does. I don't know. All right, there's one of the handlebars. So it was only in there. So I'm going to move this stuff kind of, pull it out of the way, and we'll dump this whole bag there. Again, I'm not going to need those white leaves, but I'm probably going to need to find other pieces. But it's cool that they have, you can do the bonsai tree in either spring or summer. It's kind of cool that you can do that. So let's take our handlebar. I ride my bike with no handlebar, with no handlebar. Have an interesting way to do a little tree. Right. So we need one of these. There should be a little, this is the fun part. Let's get these white leaves out of here. pull everything else. There we go. There it is. So this, even though it's not a whole lot of pieces, the fact that I'm having to do all this searching or whatever is going to make it take a little bit longer. But there's not a, and the funny thing too is that it's Treebeard, so he is a tree, but like you don't use, there's not a lot of leaves to put on him, and you know, that's the way it is. So that looks like that is correct. Okay. Make sure these are secure. There we go. And 2 more leaves. I like the way that this guy designed this. Kind of just unique little oh, he has it upside down. Okay, so this goes here. What am I putting this on? Oh, that is hard to see. This goes, oh, it clips on. Okay, so it clips onto that, our little handlebar. So there we go. So our little tree thing. There we go. All right. Let's start on the next part, which is actually not Treebeard yet. It's actually a little bit more of his platform. So let's do that. Hope everyone's having a great night. Good to see everybody. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Three. Okay. Flip it over, and we're gonna put a little doohickey on him. So we're gonna do this. We need a little green doohickey, a little bit of moss, I guess. Back over. So we get olive green. There's 2 of those and 1 medium nougat. So those are both from the same pile over here. And one more thing. There we go. 3 of these. We are, and actually I like these pieces a lot. These ones are green, but I like these 2x1s. I've been using them a lot with Endor in order to put my in order to put the sides of the trees up on. They go into little posts, which works really good. So. Okay, this is a unique thing that they did. They took 2 snot brick things and they put them together kind of opposite of each other. Green, could be any color really. That goes there. Another snot brick thing goes there. Really don't understand why my nephew doesn't like the term snot. I guess he doesn't like, whoop, that's the wrong thing. Grabbed the wrong one. I had seen it, I grabbed the wrong one. Yeah, my nephew Nick does not like the term snot, so I try to use it whenever we're doing something together. I try to use it as much as I can. I'm a mean uncle that way, I guess. Guess we're making rocks a little bit this way. And Where would that piece be? There's a dark gray piece. There it is. There's only one, it looks like. There's only one of these. So. Okay. Alright, so we get to use these white pieces finally. We're going to do one. It's like mushrooms, I think, is what they're going for here. It's like little mushrooms. Which I have. The only thing I have ever seen mushrooms in is the Ewok village. Ooh, I'm going to need these. I am going to need those. A couple of these little pink flowers. The Ewok village has mushrooms in it. Like they're printed radar dish pieces upside down. And they have the little printing of the mushroom pattern. And they're pretty cool. I've never seen them in anything else. Alright, flip it around. We are going to put that. And 1x4, I don't even know what that's called. 1x4 blah, 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 ridged, I guess. I don't know. Not quite sure what to call that. We're going to need another flower, it looks like. Where did that go? So it's showing I need a leaf. I have that one there. It doesn't show the leaf going on anywhere though. It's not here. Well, I'm just going to do it as I see it, even though it's saying that I need a leaf. A green leaf. I will put the flower on. I don't see anywhere else on there that is a leaf. So. If you guys see something that's... But I don't see it. Dark tan. Come back here. Where did you go? There you are. Okay, dark tan goes on the third one. One of these goes kind of at an angle here. Another snot brick goes this way, upside down. So, there we go. Yeah, I don't see where a leaf goes on, so I'm just not going to include that because I can't. I don't know where it would go. Okay. And olive green goes. They should have put that on before. It goes underneath the flower. They should have put that on before we put this thing on. Oh well. Not here to critique. And olive green. Olive green is kind of a cool color. I like it. Another one of these, slightly curved. Very pretty. All right, and then, all right, so this is, we got to pay attention. So if we look at the cross section, we put these in very specific spots. Oh, nice, that's awesome. How many, okay, so the question I have to know is how many base plates is that? Trying to think how big the tower is. Okay, click into place at an angle. So this angle we have to do is like this. Oh wait, it's backwards. So we gotta go this way. Click into place at an angle. This will be interesting. Trying to find the right spot. There we go. Oh, there we go. Cool. That looks right. Looking from the top down. That looks right. Took a little bit to figure out how that goes. Yeah, there we go. Turn that a little bit because that's the way that's supposed to go. All right. We got it, we got that done. All right, let's make a leg for Treebeard. So we're gonna move this kind of, let's move all these gray and white and black pieces over here, kind of to this side. Separate the, all right, we'll move that to the back. We'll do the building here. So this is Treebeard's, ow, does not want to go in there. Treebeard's first leg, not sure which one that is. It's either the left or right leg. So, flip over. A little bit of green. Treebeard has a little bit of green, being that he's a tree. There we go. So this goes there. Get another little hook thing. Another one of these. Then we need a dark brown. This point thing. We have brown frogs too. Look at that. Brown frog. He's a mud frog. I'm going to let him sit right there. 22, 32 by 232, 4, 16 by 32, 3. Oh my word. So, a lot of base plates. That's probably about half the snowfield size that Hoth is. Because Hoth is 49? No, 48. So yeah, you're about half the size Hoth is, so that's substantial. Okay, that goes up one, because there's 3 there. That is very substantial. Good size. That's gonna make for quite the, oh wait, what goes there? Oh, I missed that. That go on top. Ah, all right. It does. We need to put one more of these right there. Because again, this is using all the pieces from the bonsai tree. Some of the things, like, it doesn't have, like, we have some 2x1s, but they're probably used for other things. So we gotta use them where it says use them. So that's what we will do. 8-foot tower. That's insane. 8 foot tall. That's definitely gonna be something to see. I can't wait to see that. Cannot wait. Oh, a special table. So what makes it? Is it? I'm assuming it's like a slide table, kind of like this. This is a big standing desk that adjusts. So I'm assuming that's what you're getting, something like that. So it's easier to, well, to reach high. I'm assuming that's what you needed. Oh, wood, just a regular wood table. Oh, okay. I would think that one that's slightly adjustable, like not fully adjustable necessarily, but like a little bit of green on him, and we need that. Okay. This is moving right along. Nice. Well, that one's hard to see. You're definitely, for what you're building though, you definitely need the wood. Otherwise it'll that could be catastrophic. All right. Another little thing. All right, dark tan. So oh, look at this. We got some illegal building techniques because we're taking the dark tan. And for tiles, I guess it doesn't matter, but for me, I don't care. But like, we're putting them in between and just letting them kind of sit there. I like that though. That looks kind of cool. Is that 2? Yeah. Oh, no, no, no. It goes up 1. Like these are little mushrooms that are kind of hanging out on the side of Treebeard. That's kind of cool. I like that. Got that. We got a little vine thing here. He's definitely cool looking. And this brick kind of goes in there. All right. A step stool. Yeah, you're going to need one. Now, is that adjustable? Well, I guess a step stool, yeah. Sometimes you're going to have to put it on the floor. That's just, I think that's just the way of it. You know what I mean? All right, so black piece over here. Green plant, leaf. And 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. Kind of like to put in some unique little pushes. There we go. Like that. All right, we're going to do a few more. This one goes there. And now we need an axle. Where would the axles be? Of course, axles are in here. So let's get one of those. And put it all the way through. Treebeard needs an axle so that you can move his legs, right? Everybody needs an axle. Oh, okay, good. Yeah. So you have it planed out. Awesome. That's great. Cool. Ooh. All right, so it looks like we're making his torso next. So we're going to put that to the side a little bit. 77, 78. Okay. Oh, it shows the thing first, and then we're putting it together. So I was confused there for a second because I was like, whoa, we don't have that built yet. But it's showing a sub build, like what the end is going to be first. So yeah, those larger rockets are going to be Mr. Bombastic. Okay. That'll be cool to see, like just them towering over everything. That'll be cool. Okay, flip it over this way. And this, so we have. It's funny that the axle. We're probably going to put something on there, but the axle sticks out. This goes this way. All right, and now we're going to do the next part. Oh, even though the axle is there, it's not going to move because we're going to solidify that. So it can't move. It's like he's stationary. Aw, that would have been cool to have him move. All right, well, that's the way it is. Poor Treebeard. Not allowed to move. Not allowed to go south, which seems like going downhill. Where are those? Do I have them over here? Aha, there we go. I was looking for these little arm things. Well, I wonder if this will be on the outside of the leg. Maybe? I'll find out. Another greeny thingy. dark. Dark, dark, dark. Whistling, whistling, dark, dark. Whistling, whistling, dark, 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 dark. We're just using these up, these 2x1 with the hole on the middle. We are just using those up, left and right. We're not going to have any for the rest. And another grippy there. 2 grips. Anyone know where that song is from? Ringump, you cannot answer, you know. Whistling in the dark. Boom. Whistling in the dark. There's only one thing that I like, and that is whistling in the dark. Alright, let's dig this out. Axle piece. There's some other pieces in there that are like what are they called? Like the hinges and stuff. So I'm definitely going to need those, I'm sure, as we build him together. All right, that just kind of hangs out for right now. All right, so we put that over there, and let's move on to the next part. It is kind of interesting how, and again, this is a rebrickable, so it is kind of unique and different how it is all put together. Very specific snot piece. Those are regular. I wonder how many times he had to rebuild this actually. Like being like, oh, I only have these pieces, now I gotta go back and like redo them in order to make it work correctly. Kind of interesting. There's some other rebrickable sets that I saw, like the 3-in-1 the first 3-in-1 castle. They had a rebrickable for that, and that would have been fun to do. But you needed, one of them had like, you had to do three of those castles in order to make it, which again would have been fun, but you have to buy 3 of those to make it work. But it looked really impressive. One of our lug members did that for the whatever it's called, import the sentence start. But well, yeah, of course. But really, I mean, like, it depends. Like, I know I wouldn't do that. I'd be like, ooh, I want to see what I have and start building it. But like, you know, everybody does it differently. I would prefer to build. I should have one more of those. Oh, they're all, I got a whole bunch down here. I didn't realize that. I do need to get more into Studio. I just haven't yet. Just not been my thing. But I do need to get more into it because it is useful. It is definitely useful. Though from what I've seen with Ben using it is like, there have definitely been some changes that have affected it, made it so it doesn't work as well as it used to sometimes. I know part of that is just, you know, hey, they're trying to add features or whatever. But at the same time, sometimes that's, you know, you just don't need that. Okay. Ooh, big piece. This goes all the way up here. And then we put another one of these dark tans right there. I like how these go. Like they fit in there. They fit in there fine because they are tile pieces versus being a studded piece. How far down does that go? Nope, it should be 1. There we go. We need another axle. Probably the last of them. I don't know how many the bonsai tree uses, but it looks like that's all of them. we only have 3 axles. This is the third. Need to rotate that a little bit because I want it to be straight. There we go. Technic piece to the rescue. All right. Ooh. Same Technic piece I need to use, and we put it at an angle a little bit. It looks like that. And we put, oh, I see. Okay, so we put this on there. So this is like, oh, this is the tree, that the part of Treebeard that's kind of moving. Okay. There we go. We got legs. And so this one is like, he can be like moving or whatever. So, all right. We got legs for Treebeard. Cool. Oh, and we're going to put them on. So, looks like those two go there. And then he's going, oh, right like that. Oh, does it go? Ah, it does snap. All right, we just got to get it right. There we go. Look at that. We got legs. He's got legs. There we go. All right, so we got Treebeard, his torso, and his legs. So now we're gonna put on these on this side. Cover up that axle a little bit. Do the same thing on the other side. One of those same things. And then we don't care. I'm just like, leave any of the rest. So we put this way. And like any of the extra pieces too can be used, you know, anything that's left extra can be used to put on yeah. One of those, is there one in there? Yes, there are these grippy things in there. So I gotta remember that's where those are. Okay, that snaps down just a little bit. Another leaf, another plant goes there. And this goes on. Oh, okay. So this goes, wait a minute. Oh, it does go that way. Okay, kind of goes backwards. He's sticking off his butt. There's a little bit of tree right there. All right, so now back here we're gonna do some more tree. Different. Another grip. I know where that is. It's in here. I'll put that over there so it's a little easier to get to. Oh, we are using these white ones. I didn't realize that. So if you've been living under a rock, we do have tubs coming up towards the end of November. It's a little bit more like mid-November, but it's past mid-November a little bit. I think it's the weekend before Thanksgiving. But Tubbs is the ultimate brick show. That's what Fab is getting ready for. I'm getting ready for with this for LibraryCon, which is before then. Oh, we are using the frogs. We're using some of them at least. I did not realize that. Woo. Oh, we got another vote for Cabin in the Woods. Look at all these frogs. There are so many of them. And one, like I said, one chocolate frog. Not a crunchy frog. Well, it might be crunchy. So. All right, so let's put him there. This one goes here. I'm going to do exactly however many it shows. As long as they stay on. There So that. It just looks like they're all just like chilling and having a party, you know? All these little pink frogs. November 15th. Oh, okay. Wait, is it? I thought it was the 23rd. Oh, no. Okay. I was thinking it was like the next weekend. My bad. I am so horrible with dates anymore as I get older. Ah, making this one fall off. The funny thing is, like, they don't have eyes in this, like, not eyes you can see, but on here it looks like they all have black eyes. It's kind of funny. Okay, that goes there. Where did he go? He went right there. There we go. Yeah, they have eyes on the and maybe in actually Vab, check Studio, see if the frogs actually do have black eyes on them, because they do in here, and I'm assuming he did this in Studio. But like obviously on these frogs, unless version 1 had eyes on the frogs, these do not have eyes. So it's kind of interesting. One flower. 2 flowers. 3. Now I lost my place. Right like that. Wait, no, I really did lose my place. Hold on. That goes there. I know these two. And then frog goes there. It must go there. But like that is... Oh, I had it. It got shifted a little bit. Okay, there we go. All right. So happy frogs. Just molded there. Yeah, okay. That's interesting that he has... There we go. Frogs. That looks cool. It's interesting that he had that there are, because you can see on the thing, they all have black eyes. So beats the heck out of me. Oh, we do have another axle piece. It looks like. So there we go. Mr. and Mrs. Frog, chilling like villains. All right. And a couple more of these. Try to get all these pieces out because I know I'm going to need some of them. So let's get them out amongst the flowers. And the flowers can chill with the frogs. So, yeah. Where are we at? Almost 9 o'clock. So that's pretty good. Oh, looks like on my end. Well, no, it says I have an excellent connection. So I don't know. My where I'm looking over here, it's showing that like I'm offline. I don't know. Oh, it was lagging there or whatever. I don't know if that was me or I don't know. It didn't say that I was having an issue, so sorry if I was. I just happened to glance over and it looks like it's having issues connecting. That could be the wireless on my other machine. I don't know, but it looks like I still have excellent. If it's giving me issues, YouTube has been giving issues to everybody lately, so I don't know. I don't know. This is green. Always green. I haven't gotten an alert on my streaming portion yet, so I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out today. First, let's meet our contestants. Anyone know where that's from? It is from a movie. And not an old movie per se, but it is an older movie. I guess it was in the late 90s, maybe? Yeah, probably mid to late 90s is when it came out. First and only time that somebody played this character. This character has gone through a few different actors. Did we rotate this? Yes. It looked. Wait, no. This. That? No. This way. Okay. Oh, I see. We're going up. It looks like we're making his body, I think. It's not his head. Make sure there's nothing that goes in there. That goes there. There's still a space and a gap. Okay, yeah, that's exactly how it should be. All right, just making sure. All right, we got one more axle, so I'm guessing. Oh, we do have more axles. They're down here. So different bags because of the way this is, the original is built. So we reverse this, flip it over here. Put that in there. And it's not brick piece. Okay, there we go. So, all right. Hope everyone's having a good night. We are working through, so we got the legs of Treebeard here. We're working on, I think this is the torso, but I'm not 100% sure. Which we can do all kinds of stuff after we're done. You know, any of the flowers or greenery, if we choose to, we can put on and just kind of add to the general look. But we'll see how he looks first once we finish. All right, this is his torso. Let's turn it around. So he is going to have some movement, which is cool. There we go. There we go. So he's kind of like that. All right. Next part. Oh, we're building another tree thing. So they like this guy definitely broke things up by putting in tree stuff, like additional thingies, which is cool. Okay. And 4 leaves. Small leaves, I guess they're called. Birds because they are the word. Hey! We could get a bird. I don't think I have a bird in this, so I'll have to get a bird. My wife actually has a ton of birds. She got for some other stuff, so I may have to grab a bird or two from her. Okay, this thing goes here, and they even show it at kind of an angle like this, so we'll see if that's correct. Oh, this goes on behind him like this. Not really sure. I don't have a close-up for it, so I'm kind of guessing here. Or is that too low? Doesn't quite, like I said. Well, we'll do one up here. One up, ding, like Mario, and we'll see. We'll see how that goes. All right. We will see. Yes, we will. I have a feeling we're gonna have a lot of these dots down here left over, which is fine. That's, you know, just the way it was built and designed, because you're not filling in around the like the bonsai tree has all of them like filled in. You have red and yellow birds. We'll do one of each. And we'll put them on Treebeard somewhere. I mean, the Rebrickable is already a remixed version, so. I'm guessing this is an arm. Huh. Well, that's interesting. On the, So at the beginning of this, these arced pieces we put on underneath here. That's at the very beginning of this set. And I think it looks like we only have 2 of those. I don't see them anywhere else. I have all the bags opened. They're all emptied. It would be pretty obvious. I don't see 2 more of those things. I think the wrong thing is under there from the instructions. Let's go back, and this will be all the way at the beginning. Whee! Oh, it's one of the... Ah, okay. That was my fault. Oops. So we use one of those, and then this one, I just assumed it was all mirrored. See if I can do this without... Oh, special delivery. Red bird. I dropped the yellow bird. Where'd he go? I'll find it in a second. So this one is a... Let's see if I can get that off. Well, I should be able to get it off with this. Take that off. I was like, why would they do that? But that makes sense. Okay. Gotta start over. I know. Okay, there we go. I was like, how would they do that? Why would they do that? All right. So, all right, all the way back down. Zoom. There we go. So bad. And there's some nougat pieces we haven't used yet. Kind of wondering what we're going to use, like these little claw pieces or whatever. Curious to see if we're going to use those. I haven't seen one of these be used yet. Kind of have it off by itself over here at an angle. That's what they say, huh? I think you're right. I think you're right. All right, flip it over. Put on grippy. And 2x1, that goes right there. I'm thinking this is where the arm connects, and this is his, like his hand or whatever. Oh yeah, yep. going to make his hand here. So we're going to use, this is kind of cool. So we have the pieces for doing it, like all these little, these end up being like fingers, which is cool. And that goes there. So he actually has articulated fingers. That's cool. And does he get 4? Yes, he gets 4. 4 fingers. Treebeard has 4 fingers. Ah, ah, ah. There we go. That is a cool way to do fingers. If you're ever wondering how to do fingers for a creature or something that you're building, there you go, right there. And this goes here. Ah, there's those nougat things. So let's put those in a little bit. 2 of those together. And a third one together. Interesting. Of course, I'm not planning on taking Treebeard apart. He's just going to work for Lord of the Rings. So. Oh, he's going to be very articulated. Like this will move pretty good. Like he's going to have some movement and stuff here. There we go. Let's put this in. Now that part doesn't move. Oh, it does because they're circular. So like yeah, his whole arm moves and everything. That's cool. And this is actually very similar to like how he is in the movie. Like he's got like, you know, the plant stuff on top and everything. So that's cool. Let's build another arm while we're at it. Too far down. So the last of those dark 2x1s here that we're using. Last one of those being used. Flip it over. 1x2 goes here on the end. Then we've got another one of these. And we got a leaf, small leaf, goes on the end here, like that. And we put our hinge on. Wings are what for dinner? All right. Not beef. Beef is not what is for dinner. It is wings. Wings is what's for dinner. All right, same thing we just did with the. Oh, so this is how I'm doing my Ewok village. I have these, these aren't quite the frying pans, but they're similar. But anyway, these sit there, and then these go on, and so I'm able to do octagonal around the central tree pillar, and that's how I'm making these giant redwoods, which is funny, because the redwoods themselves are. Oh, you get to... I did not get that. Not yet. Hoping to get it, but I have not gotten it yet. The Sega Genesis controller looks pretty cool. Because I'm waiting to get the Game Boy. Haven't found it yet. Alright, flip it over. Dark tan. Keep having dark tan for these little things that stick on. It is kind of cool. Yeah, I'm waiting to get the Game Boy and the, I'm going to do one more. Yeah, the Sega Genesis controller is pretty neat looking. I'll find it on Marketplace or something. I'm not spending 130 bucks for it. Okay, flip over. This goes this way. Oops. Both need to go on there. There we go. Snap, snap. And this goes in here. Get a real one. There you go. All right, there we go. Treebeard doing his thing, looking cool. Now we need a head. Let's make a head. Head. And these are the things that'll grip onto there. Ooh, we are gonna. Ooh, I'm curious how this is gonna work now because we are using a. I see we're going to use one of these frying pans and see how it, what fits on there. That'd be cool. See how they make his, see how his face is made. This is going to be like, well, he's called Treebeard for a reason. He does have a beard, so this is going to be the beard portion, I think. Snot bricks for leaves and stuff, it looks like. Turn it around. Little flower. Little offshoot thing here. There it is. Okay, so far pretty interesting. Let's move that to the side for a little bit. Now we're going to do, looks like this is in the middle right here. And a whole bunch of little leaves. This is the beard portion, I think. Stagger them a little bit. And this one is a little bit off. It's there. And this one is higher up, but it goes down. So a little bit of variety. Okay. And one goes right on there. All by itself. Ooh, I'm gonna put this on. Oh, this goes on the. This goes right through that. Right through that frying pan. And this goes on the lower one. Oh, that's his mouth. It's like, you know, it's like. This is pretty cool. I like how this is being formed. Okay. Oh, so we are. We do put the chocolate frog on. That's so funny. That's his nose. The chocolate frog is Treebeard's nose. That is great. Chocolate frog. That is fantastic. I love it. That's so cool. All right, so this kind of sits by itself for the moment. Let me do the next little part. His nose looks cool. I mean, it's a frog. How can it not be cool? I've got a frog for a nose. Ooh. Okay. Wow, a 2x1 actually used. Yes, sort of. Like, they have announced it. This must be his eyes. They did announce it, sort of. People have, and so the $650 set is going to be the 3 main Pokemon: Squirtle, Bulbasaur, and Charmander. So like the original 3, not Pikachu. Pikachu will probably be, he'll be like the $250 set is my guess. Right. But yeah, they did. It has been announced. Not, well, I don't know if it's fully announced, but like, that's what I've seen. So take it for what you will. I don't care. I don't mind talking about it. I think it's, I mean, like, it's kind of neat that they're doing it, but like at the same time, like they've already been done multiple times. Like Mega Bloks did it. BuildWithJonny did the big ones. I mean, like, beats the heck out of me. I don't know what they're going. Ooh, this is his mustache or hair. I don't know. So those have to fit in beside each other. Should be one more. There it is. Oh, and yeah, and Star Trek again. And I mean, like, people have been waiting for Star Trek, so I mean, like, ooh, those are tough to fit in there. Like, they both have to go in and not fall out. How are you supposed to do that? They both barely fit together. Like, it is very close. I have to play around with that a little bit more. Cool. So, branch off shoot here. And now Star Trek, yep, they have teased the Picard figure. Well, that's his eye. Oh, okay, that's his eyes. So the white eyes in the back. And this, how do we do this? Let's fix his eyebrows. They need to rotate down enough. It's hard to see without the light, but there we go. I may redo his eyes. I don't know. This would actually be cool as his eyes. It'd be like the Deku tree. So, hey Greg, how you doing tonight? Good to see you. We are finishing up Treebeard. Let's go back. That's his front. Oh, you have to turn it just a tiny bit. Right. I am not orcs. Yes. And that's what Treebeard determined that too. We have come to the conclusion. It took them days to come to the conclusion that they are not orcs. Like, that's great. Well, that's how long Ents take. Ents take a long time to discuss things. So, oh, nice. How was it? Did you, be honest, did you notice a difference? 4K versus other stuff, you know what I mean? Like, can you tell a difference? Oh, we got a big twig, or yeah. This goes back there. More crisp. Okay. All right, so we take his head. Oh no, I lost all my frogs. Let's see how easily this goes on. Is that in there? Oh, nope, nope, that came off. Hold on. There is not, oh, that's what I was worried about. There is not much holding some of those things on. There we go. Put our crunchy frogs back on. Okay. That went in there. Oh, we gotta do a little bit more rock work. So let's do that. A little bit more rock work. Over to the edge. The ants go marching one by one. Hurrah, hurrah. Yep. Greatest crash out in the history of Lord of the Rings. He did. Yep, he did. And where does that go? Oh, it's over there. Oh. Barely, you can barely see where that one goes. Like I said, after we finish, like we can customize them a little bit and play around with them. Yeah, stomping on orcs like ants. That is what he did. He's all like, "Ooh, good throw!" Whenever they're like tossing rocks at the orcs and everything. That was like one of the best parts of the whole movie. Oh, so yeah, that's just there by itself. Oh, so here's what we do. So we take some of the medium nougat, olive green, and dark tan, and we just pour them in, and then we're supposed to wind these things around. So let's do that. All right, so let's wind them first before we start pouring them in. So we've got these little hook things that we wind around. This is cool. I like this. Kind of makes it like they're vines. Neat illustration. So we'll take this first one. Don't want to get it stuck on the frogs. Come up. Wrap it around. Oops. Remember, it's trying to stay straight, so we'll wrap it around, put it underneath. Whoop. I did build Soundwave. He is, I'll show him in a little bit. You missed out, man. All right, and then we curve this around onto this post right there. There we go. So now we got some little vine right there. Okay. A little bit different than it shows on the illustration, but you know, we're close. And then the arm has one too. This arm has one. And I think it goes there, through the middle, through this groove, and then where do you go? That one I'm not sure of. It goes... Oh, it just goes, interesting. Okay. Let's go here, there. And it goes through his hand and then just kind of, oh, there is a, oh, I see what it goes on to. It goes on to part of the hand here where the fingers are. Don't want to twist it too much or it'll break. There we go. We got some viney stuff there. Nope, nope, stay up there. I want you to be there. All right. Now they say to put in these things, and I will do just that. Because why not? It's part of the instructions, right? So let's see if I can be careful here. It's always question number one. Can you be careful when it comes to little tiny Lego? Right. So what they want you to do, scroll back up, is put some in these different areas, just kind of like the bonsai tree is. So do that. Move it there. Just to kind of add it. Oof, I got some of them in there. I'm supposed to use some of these dark tan ones too, so I'm going to get those in a second. But I got to separate them out because they're together with the light nougat. So I got to separate them out. Of course they do this sort of thing to me. Light nougat, get out of here. We don't want you. We're leaving light nougat out of here. Because you are the mushrooms. Okay. Okay, here we go. I like how they're just like, here, throw stuff in. And it's like, you really can't. Let's move his arm up out of the way. You really can't get in there. Well, at least I can't because my hands are too big. So, all right, so we got some mixes now, which is good. So let's throw those in. Ooh, there we go. That went in there nice. Let's do some in the back. They, you know who they are. Everyone knows who they are. You just can't say their name. There we go. And I do have, and they'll be in the Shire, but I do have Merry and Pippin, so I'll be able to use them with Treebeard once this is all done. Let's put a little bird. Where do we want to put him? Where do we want to put the little red bird? So this is Treebeard. He says hello. It's hard to see, but he does have white behind his eyes. Let's add these last couple there. And then this, I'm not sure what that's for. It's like a little additional thing. And let's put a little, he'll be up here. Little Tweety bird. Tweet, tweet. Little red bird up on the top. And we are done. Let's pause it. Just under an hour and a half. Oops. Let's see if there's anything else for him. He does look pretty cool. He turned turned out nice. His arms are very articulate. His torso moves. The only thing is I mean, like, you can take his legs off, but one of them doesn't bend, which there's not enough pieces here, so you could adjust it just a little bit. Just getting a couple other joint pieces. Yeah, I think he turns out. Combined with minifigures from Rivendell, or in my case, what I have, and like use some of the dark tan pieces as rocks, and you can have one of them sit up here and one of them up on his head. So let's we'll put the bird on there. So he has a little. He even has a little. Whoops. He even has a little colic right there, which is kind of funny. So there he is. We have Treebeard. Look at that. He's pretty cool. Can't bend him too much because of all these tiles, but there. You can see it better on the camera. So there you go. You can see the crunchy frog, the chocolate frog for his nose, and yeah, like I said, he's articulate, back and forth a little bit. His fingers all can open up and everything, so yeah, there we go. Yeah, he turned out pretty cool. It's a neat rebrick, and you can see all the pieces that are left over. So we used probably 2/3 of the pieces to do him. Could probably do a little bit more adjusting or whatever, but oh no, I think you turned out good. You end up using most of the greenery. I mean, some of these could go like on him. I don't know how. Like we have reference from the movie, obviously, but you know, it doesn't necessarily mean exactly how he looks, but it's a good look. So I'm not sure how much greenery is on there, but if you have some other leaves, not this color green, but some of the other green, you could put them around, and yeah. Hi, Pixie. How are you? Oh, hold on. I have one rock. I dropped. There we go. All right. Turned out pretty cool. So I'll put, whenever we do LibraryCon, I'm going to put Merry and Pippin hanging around with him. You've completed the model. I hope you enjoyed it. If it feels worth it to you, feel free to purchase today's instructions retroactively on Rebrickable once the 3-day giveaway ends, or buy some of my other instructions. So that was Vanestream, or Vanestream. I'm not sure which it is. Oh, I see. So this is a rock. So let's do that. Let's make him hold a rock. So let's do this. I don't have any orcs, so we'll have to pretend. So this is a rock, and we're going to throw it. There we go. So he's ready. He's ready to throw a rock at the orcs. Or, you know, stuff at the orcs. So that looks pretty cool, actually. I like it. Really well done. These are the pieces we have left. Lots of nougat. We do have one other. Green. Let's do this. Let's put it here. I kind of like that there. And put. This is a different version. Something that because you can see he has this here, but on that picture there, it's not there covering. So this is from previous, whenever he had done it or whenever he was doing something with it. So it doesn't matter. Still pretty cool. Yeah, this is Treebeard, and he looks awesome. Very well done. Little Rebrickable. My first Rebrickable, and it turned out really cool. So I'm glad Glad I did it. Glad Ben did it first, and I got the thing from him. Yeah. Very cool. So, all right. So next week, it again depends on if I'm able to find the Game Boy or not. If I find the Game Boy, we'll do the Game Boy. I looked all weekend and could not find it. But if I can't find the Game Boy, then we are going to do something else for LibraryCon, getting stuff ready for that. So the other thing, yeah, so I won't say anymore. Some stuff for later. So, but anyway, that's what we'll be doing next week. So thanks everyone for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe as always. Next week will be, same time, 8 p.m. Eastern. And let's get all the pieces up here that we're left with. All these light nougats. There we go. It's a good thing I had this tray because everything fit. So, all right. Yeah. So, all right. Turned out pretty cool. There we go. All right. So until next time, as always, may the brick be with you. Keep on building. We will see you next time.